So, magandang umaga, TLE team. Andito po tayo ngayon upang i-discuss ang iba't ibang gagawin sa work immersion. Ito po ay virtual orientation about sa ating work immersion na mangyayari dito sa loob ng paaralan. Dito sa Western Cagayan School of Arts and Trades. So, since nagbigay kami ng letter about sa face-to-face work immersion sana per barangay, kaso meron na pong local transmission dito sa loob ng Lasam, Municipality of Lasam. So napag-isipan namin na gawin na lang itong virtual orientation. So upang makasunod kayo sa aking discussion, ipopost ko po lahat ng slides dito sa likod ko. Okay? So gumawa po kami ng portfolio nyo na ang nilalaman nito ay ang ating pre-immersion, immersion proper at saka post-immersion. So andito po lahat, nakalagay lahat po ng ating outputs at gagawin. Okay? So sa first page po ng ating work immersion manual ay makita po natin dito yung learners 2x2 photo. So magpapipicture po tayo ng 2x2 picture, didikit po natin sa harapan po ng ating manual para meron po tayong identification kung kanino pong manual ang nandun. Okay? So meron din pong name at saka address po ninyo. So dapat doon isulat nyo po doon handwritten yung name tsaka address po ninyo. And meron pong prepared by, so sa akin yan, at saka approved by Sir Gilbert I. Colosaga, yung ating pong school principal. So sa second page naman po natin ay andun po, meron pong malaking logo yung school natin. Then makikita po yung track, yung Technical Vocational Livelihood or yung TVL. Strand ay sa automotive po ay Industrial Arts. Kapag ka naman po ICT, yung ICT po CSS. And sa food naman ay Home Economics. So, specialization. So, automotive servicing ang nakalagay dyan. Student's name. So, blanco po yan. Kayo po ang maglalagay. Okay? Sa next page po natin, makikita po yung mga work immersion objectives po natin. So, basahin ko po. One of the goals of the K-12 Basic Education Program is for you to develop the competencies, work ethics, and values relevant in pursuing further education and or joining the world of work. To become a productive citizen that will contribute to our nation's development targets, work immersion, a required subject in senior high school, has been incorporated into the curriculum that will provide you with opportunities. So, ang work immersion po ay sinasabi po dito na required subject po ito, no? So kapag hindi mo po ito tinapos or hindi po ito natapos ng isang student, ay maaaring hindi po ito gagraduate. Kasi po ito po ay required subject. So first is to become familiar with the workplace. Second is for employment simulation, and third is to apply your competencies computer system servicing in authentic work environment. So ayan. To achieve the above objectives, work immersion is a requirement for graduation from secondary education in this time of pandemic. You will be immersed in actual work, school-based work immersion, simulation, and home-based activities. In addition, portfolio shall be submitted and presented to a group of panel at the end of this subject po. So ang sinasabi po dito ay simulation, school-based work immersion simulation, and home-based activities. So, ibig sabihin po, ang work immersion po natin ay magaganap lamang sa eskwelahan at sa home. So, ibig sabihin, pag sa school-based po tayo ay panay trabaho po tayo. So, sa example, sa automotive, panay laboratory po ang gagawin. Magpaandar ng makina, tapos mag-connect ng electrical. Pagka home economics naman, magluto, magluto-luto, mag-bake. Then kapag ka CSS naman, ay mag-repair po sila ng computer. So pagdating naman po sa ating mga bahay, doon na po natin gagawin yung mga paperworks, kagaya po ng application letter, resume, tapos yung mga iba't iba pang paperworks na gagawin. So, sa ating discussion, ipapakita ko po sa inyo yung mga different paperworks po na ating gagawin. So, how to use this work immersion module. So, this work immersion learner's manual in this time of pandemic contains materials and activities related to developing your skills and knowledge required to gain relevant and practical industrial skills under the guidance of your work immersion teacher. So, it will guide you through the accomplishment of the different documents and in accomplishing your immersion portfolio. In this module, you are required to accomplish all the learner's output and submit the required documents. You must follow and perform the activities on your own. If you have questions, do not hesitate to ask for assistance from your immersion teacher with the following details. Nandyan po yung ating email address, so cellphone number, tsaka group chat, and messenger. So remember to work through all the information and complete the activities in each section. Coordinate with your work immersion teacher. So sa automotive, ako. Sa CSS naman, si Sir Vivencio Pascual. And then sa home economics naman ay si Ma'am Irene De Iro. Assigned to supervise you at the school-based work simulation immersion venue in coordination with your schedule of school-based and home-based activities. He is there to support you and show you the correct way to do things. While in school, treat it as you are While in school, treat it as you are in a workplace. You will be given plenty of opportunities to ask questions and practice on the job. Make sure you practice your new skills during regular work shifts. This way, you will improve your speed, memory, and your confidence. When you feel confident that you have had enough practice, ask your immersion teacher to evaluate you. The results of your evaluation will be recorded and will be part of your grade. Submit accomplished portfolio to your immersion teacher for checking and as reference for the issuance of your certificate of completion. So, sa students' duties and responsibilities for work immersion, adapted from School System Practicum Manual by E. Lorenzana. Number 1, you must observe the rules of etiquette at all times. So, sa number 1, yung A po natin is always treat your immersion teacher and school employees as supervisors with utmost respect. So, sa immersion teacher po natin ay ako, si Sir Vivencio, at saka si Ma'am Irene. Sa school employees supervisor naman po natin ay si Sir Gilbert Colosaga po, yung ating school principal. And B, give your customers the appropriate service. Sa automotive po natin, yung customer po natin dito ay yung mga teachers po natin, yung mga personnel and staff. Sila po yung mga possible po na magiging customer po natin. Sa CSS naman, magkakandak po si Sir Vivencio ng ito, yung mga nasira na mga computer, ganun. Sa HE naman, ang iniisip po namin yung kayo po ang magbubukas daw po yung kantin, kayo po ang magma-manage. So ganun po. So C, you must always be friendly to your fellow immersionist. So dapat maging friendly po tayo. Then maintain professionalism in all your activities. So second, you must observe the rules and regulations of the work immersion simulation area. A, follow all the health protocols enumerated below. So ito po yung mga yon. Wear your face mask and face shields at all times. So before you enter in school, so dapat magbaon po tayo ng face mask at face shield. Maintain a social distancing of approximately 1 meter away from other people. Wash your hand before entering the workplace. So meron po tayong washing area po sa gate po natin, sa school gate. Present yourself for thermal scanning. Learners with 37 degrees Celsius and above are not allowed to enter the workplace. So sign the logbook. B, keep regular working hours as assigned to you at the school simulation workplace. C, inform immediately the work immersion teacher for absences or tardiness. O, yan. So, kapag mag-absent po tayo, ay magpa-excuse po tayo sa ating mga work immersion teachers. Okay? So, present a medical certificate if the absence was due to health reasons. If the reason was personal, then excuse letter from the guardian parent must be presented. D, follow policies on break time, meals, and etc. of the school simulation. Sharing of food is not allowed. So, dapat kainin po natin lahat ng ating pagkain. No sharing of foods. E, for female, wear white t-shirt. So, pag female po yan, no? Close shoes and ponytail. For male, wear white t-shirt, pants, and close shoes. Sa automotive po ay pwede po tayong mag-wear ng blue, no? So, since automotive po tayo ay hindi po allowed ang white kasi mahirap po ang maglaba ng damit. Okay? Wearing of shorts, sleeveless, and slippers are not allowed. Okay? So, bawal po tayong mag-chinelas tsaka mag-shorts, sleeveless. Unless meron po tayong sugat sa paa. Yan po, pinapayagan lang din. For slippers are not allowed. So yun, pagka may sugat po yung ating paa, siguro maintindihan po din ng ating work immersion teachers kasi nga masakit din naman kasi ang magsuot ng sapatos, especially closed shoes kapag may sugat yung paa. Okay? So letter F, never bring out any school properties. RJ45 pagka sa CSS, cables, crimper, RAM, or ito na lang, bawal po mag-uwi ng tools and equipment. Ayan, for generalization. Tools and equipment. Okay? G, loitering in the school or work simulation area is not allowed. Bawal po tayong mamasyal sa loob ng school kasi hindi po ito parke. Okay? So sa loob lang po tayo ng ating work immersion area. Okay? H. Cellphones and all other gadgets are not allowed while on duty. So, bawal nga naman po yun, no? So, unless sabihin po ng ating work immersion teacher na ilabas ang ating cellphone, pwede lang yun. But, if you are not told so, bawal po ang ilabas ang cellphone, no? So, number 3, no smoking and chewing of betel nut or locally known as mama within the workplace premises. So, bawal po ang mama, no? Ang for my opinion, ang mama po ay isa sa mga bisyo po natin. Wala pong pagkakaiba yan sa sigarilyo at saka alak. So, bawal po talaga ang mama. Okay? 4. Accept and accomplish responsibilities given as part of the training and experience in the work immersion. So, accept and accomplish responsibilities. So, kung ano yung mga sinabi po ng ating mga work immersion teachers, so wag po nating tanggihan kasi nakakakon po yun. Lahat po ng sinasabi ng ating work immersion teachers ay para din po sa atin yun, no? And 5, stay away from employees, problems, and intrigues. So, stay away from employees, problems. So, kapag hindi po natin sakop yung problema ng ating co-employees, wag po nating lapitan or makipakialaman. So, mas mabuting ang lapitan po natin ay ang ating mga work immersion teachers. 6. Violation of the rules and regulations and other forms of misdemeanor, most especially is in breaching the health protocols, may result in disciplinary action. The disciplinary action could be any of the following: written reprimand, B. Suspension from the school-based training, and C. Termination from the school-based training. So, ayan. So, kapag meron po tayong nilabag po dito, ay pwede po tayong magkaroon po ng disciplinary action. Okay? Next po ay ito, depending on the gravity of the misdemeanor, breach of health protocols, pilferage, insubordination, etc., the work immersion teacher may decide on the outright termination as approved by the school principal. Okay, so dapat po lahat po ng ating protocols ay dapat sundin po natin, no? Para hindi po tayo magkaroon po ng disciplinary action, okay? So, ayan po, may pipirmahan po kayo dyan at saka yung guardian po natin or yung parents. So, ito po yung mga work immersion portfolio checklist. So, makikita po natin dyan na sa learner's output, sa pre-immersion, immersion proper, at saka sa next page po ay meron pong post-immersion. Sa pre-immersion, meron po dyan na nakalagay na first, yung enrollment form po natin. Pangalawa, yung essay on how to conduct oneself inside the work immersion simulation during the immersion period. Third is application letter addressed to the principal. Fourth, yung resume. 5, flowchart of securing clearance documents such as barangay clearance, police clearance, mayor's clearance, and health certificate. So, hindi po ibig sabihin na meron pong securing clearance, hindi po ibig sabihin na pupunta po kayo sa iba't ibang lugar kung saan kayo kukuha ng clearance, such as barangay clearance. Hindi po kayo pupunta. Uulitin ko po, no? Hindi po kayo mag-secure ng mga ganito. Ang gagawin nyo lang po ay yung mga step by step po kung paano kumuha ng barangay clearance, police clearance, mayor's clearance, and health certificate. So, step by step po yan. Sa documents required naman po ay ito po yung mga kailangan po natin: essay, resume, application letter, flow chart of securing clearance documents. O yan, flow chart lang po. Signed list of tasks and parents consent. Okay? O ito, balikan po natin yung pre-immersion sa number 6. Immersion list of tasks. And 7 po yung duly signed parent consent. So, nandito po lahat. Andito na po lahat yung sinabi po dito sa documents required. Sa next page po natin, ipapakita ko po kung paano yung essay, resume, application letter. Andito po lahat. Na-prepare na po namin. Okay? Next, sa immersion proper naman po, WCSAT Organizational Chart number 1. Makikita po ito sa ating administration building. Doon po, mag-base na lang po kayo doon. Second is work simulation process flow chart. Ayan. Sa work simulation process flow chart naman po ay dito nyo ilalagay yung mga process flow chart or yung pagkasunod-sunod po ng trabaho po natin. Example sa automotive, upon accepting the customer hanggang sa releasing ng customer, ano po yung mga iba't ibang steps kagaya ng change oil. Ayan, alam ko maraming marunong mag-change oil dito. So sa change oil, syempre magkuhan si customer, pupunta si customer or yung accepting the customer. Second, ano yung susunod sa accepting the customer? Yung buksan yung dipstick. Sample sa motor, dipstick. Tapos magkukuha siya ng container kung saan i-drain yung oil and etc. No? Siyempre sa last niyan, magbabayad yung customer tapos saka mo i-release. So ayun, paano yung pagkasunod-sunod na gagawin? Yan po ang ibig sabihin ng process flow chart. Third is work immersion map. So yan, search po natin sa Google Maps. Okay? Tapos, fourth is picture of work simulation with caption. Sa number 4, yung work simulation with caption, maglalagay po kami ng different workstations, kagaya po sa automotive, example, servicing automotive battery area, tapos perform gas engine tune-up area, workstation, diesel service, diesel. So, ganun po. So, picturean po natin yon and then i-attach po natin sa ating portfolio. So, number 5, picture with the personnel in the work simulation. So, sino po yung mga personnel? Ay Sir Gilbert and the different personnels. Kung sino-sino po yung mga involved sa ating work immersion, no? So, 6, written narrative on the profile of the school as work immersion area may contain charts, photos, or illustrations. Then, written narrative lang po yan. Sa 7 po is written report, journal, or diary on the activities performed daily. So, yung diary po natin ay nakalagay na rin po sa ating portfolio. Then, number 8, yung immersion teacher, supervisors, task rating. So, dito po ilalagay yung magiging grade po natin sa work immersion. To be signed by our supervisor, at yun po ay si Sir Gilbert, yung ating school principal. And number 9, accomplish daily time record, yung DTR po natin. So, mahalaga po itong DTR para malaman po natin kung na-accomplish na po natin yung required hours sa ating work immersion. No? So, yung required hours of work immersion po natin ay nasa 240 hours. Then, number 10 po yung essay about the work or task. Sa documents required po sa immersion proper po natin ay ito pong WCSAT organization chart. Next is yung work simulation process or yung flow chart. Narrative report, journal or diaries with pictures and captions. Next po ay yung work immersion map, location, home as the point of origin. Then next is daily task record, DTR, journal, diaries, and the evaluation task rating. So sa next page po natin yung post-immersion. Ito po yung patapos na po, no? Tapos na yung ating immersion proper. Sa number 1 is yung portfolio, accomplished forms, pictures of worksite and non-written output projects with caption. Next po yung illustrations of activities performed. O yan, as needed po, as needed. Next, yung weekly diary, yung narrative account of learnings and achievements, issues, faced, and corresponding resolutions. So, yung weekly diary po natin ay nakalagay na rin po dito sa ating portfolio, no? So, next, yung sample written output, if any. Yung work immersion highlights. So, usually, yung work immersion highlights po natin, ito po yung mga different pictures with caption, kung ano po yung mga magagandang nangyari sa work immersion po natin. Then next, other relevant pictures, documents. So yan. So panay picture po to. Then final evaluation rating. Ito po ay pipirmahan ng ating principal. And second is gallery. Third, updated resume. And fourth, yung reflection paper. So yung mga required documents po required po na ipapasa natin ay yung written report, accomplishment forms, sample output, gallery, yung Venn diagram po natin, updated forms, self-evaluation, certificate of completion, and DTR. So again, nandito na po lahat yung kailangan po natin sa ating portfolio. Sa pre-immersion requirement checklist, so andyan po my student's name, grade section, so fill upan lang po natin yan. And sa next box po natin is my resume in prescribed format, so date accomplished, mayroon pong remarks, in charge, and signature. Fill upan lang po natin yan. Next, yung class schedule for the current semester. No? Refer to your class program. So, teacher po ang mag-fill up po dyan. Next page po, itong parents' consent. So, basahin po natin yan. So, I acknowledge and accept that my son or daughter blank will undergo the school-based work immersion as part of the senior high school program under the K-12 Basic Education Curriculum. The other side, parent, guardian of blank, who is enrolled at the Western Cagayan School of Arts and Trades, Lasam, Cagayan, hereby gives him or her permission to join the blank, which will be held on April 5 to June 4, 2021 at Western Cagayan School of Arts and Trades, knowing fully that it will uplift to her or his physical, mental, cultural, and social growth and well-being. It is, however, desired that my son or daughter will be given the necessary care during the blank, but in view of circumstances beyond human control, I will not blame anyone, neither the school. I hereby affix my signature this blank day of blank at blank. Ayan. So, meron pong tatlong mag-assign dyan, yung ating parents or guardian, then me as your work immersion teacher, and Sir Gilbert Colosaga, our school principal. So, nandito na po yung ating mga list of tasks in automotive. So, sa list of tasks in automotive, andito na po, nakalagay na po dyan. So, sa CSS naman ay iba po yung competencies. Depende po sa ibibigay ng inyong work immersion teacher. Sa HE naman po ay iba rin po. So, magkakaiba po yan. No? So, sa automotive, andyan po, servicing automotive battery. Andyan na po yung task activities, yung mga pwede pong gawin. So, basahin nyo na lang po. And then, servicing ignition system. Ayan. Andyan na po yung mga iba't ibang gagawin po natin. Testing and repairing for automotive only. Ayan. Next page. Mechanical, servicing mechanical. Servicing clutch. Andyan na po lahat. So, explain ko lang po itong school tsaka home. No, sa time allotment hour sa school po ay magtatrabaho po kayo ng 8 hours. So, hindi ibig sabihin po yan na pag nakalagay yung 8 hours ay 8 hours na rin po kayong magtrabaho. No, hindi. So, sa school, pag nandito po kayo sa school, mag-laboratory po tayo. Okay? So, kapag tapos na po yung laboratory natin, kung may oras po tayo, ay ang gagawin po natin ay yung paperworks po. Okay? Katulad po ng resume and other more na paperworks. Next po ay itong automotive grade 12 immersion schedule. Okay? So, sa first column, yung number of hours, ayan, mayroong sa pre-immersion, may 20 hours. Sa immersion proper, may 140. And sa, wait lang. Sa post-immersion ay meron din pong 20 hours. So, sa pre-immersion po natin, dapat ma-accomplish na po natin lahat ng ating paperworks sa pre-immersion. So, we will be giving you 1 week to accomplish all these paperworks, no? So, first day is the enrollment form. And second day, yung essay about the work. Third day is the resume. Fourth is application letter. And 5, ito po yung clearance consent, yung barangay clearance, police clearance, mayor's clearance, and medical certificate po. So, ito lang po yung i-drawing nyo lang po sa dito. Papakita ko po sa page na to kung saan nyo pwedeng i-drawing, no, yung process in securing clearances. In enrollment form naman po, I think kami po ang magbibigay dyan. So, just fill up na lang po kung maibibigay na po namin yung enrollment form. So, ngayon, sa immersion proper po natin, nakalagay po dyan yung days, no? Days po. Sa first day, second day, yan, meron pong weeks. Second week, third week, and fourth week. So, mag-base na lang po tayo dito sa slides po na ipipresent ko dito sa likod ng screen po natin. So, sa first week, sa automotive, servicing automotive battery, and servicing ignition system, yan po yung tatakel po ng automotive. In CSS, iba po. So, depende po sa ibibigay ng ating work immersion teacher. Sa HE naman ay yan, magkakaiba. Okay? Sa name of students naman, hinati po namin yan sa group 1 and group 2. Okay? Group 1 and Group 2. Kasi hindi po pwedeng lahat ng klase ay papasok sa loob ng school. Kasi meron po tayong sinusunod na protocol from interagency task force po natin sa COVID. So, na-divide po yung group ninyo into 2. Example po sa automotive, dinivide ko na po yung 50 po na student sa dalawa. So, naging 25/25. So, andyan na po sa screen po natin. Ipapakita ko po sa inyo yung mga division po ng klase. Next, yung pre-immersion requirements. Ito po yung essay. So, write an essay on how to conduct oneself inside the workplace during the immersion period. Create your own title. Use the format on the box and guide question below to complete your essay. So, title, meron pong title dyan. And then sa paragraph 1, meron po tayong guide question. So, sabi dyan is, what are the questions that you ask yourself when you were informed that you will undergo work immersion, and where did you get the answer to your question? So, number 2, what are the behaviors expected from you in your work immersion? So, these are the list characteristics of a responsible employee. Describe ways you can get along with your supervisor or work immersion teacher. Third is, describe ways you can get along with coworkers, fellow immersionists. Describe ways you can get along with customers. And lastly, describe work rules for your job. And paragraph 3, name at least top 5 rules and regulations in your work immersion venue that you should strictly follow. Paragraph 4, discuss your understanding on terms and conditions of work immersion simulation in times of pandemic. Paragraph 5, discuss the required credentials for your work immersion and its importance. Paragraph 5, why is there a need for portfolio presentation at the end of work immersion? What should be the content of a work immersion portfolio? So, next slide po natin ay andito na po yung title at saka kung saan po natin isusulat yung ating work immersion essay. Tawag doon? Yung essay po natin, no? So, pwede pong handwritten. Handwritten po yung pagsulat po natin. Or kung pwede naman, kung ayaw nyo ng handwritten, pwede nyo siyang i-encode sa ating computer at saka i-print po at saka i-attach na lang po sa ating portfolio. Next is yung application letter. So, dyan po yung date, pangalan po ng ating principal at saka address po ng ating school. So, sir, yan, mayroon pong blanco po dyan. So, inuulit ko, pwede nyo pong i-handwritten yan or kung gusto nyo naman i-encode, just copy the format at saka i-encode nyo at saka print. Tapos i-attach nyo sa portfolio. Next, yung resume po natin. So, andyan na naman po yung 2x2 picture, complete name, address, contact, messenger account. So, ayan po. Pwede nyong i-con ulit yan, i-handwritten, or pwede nyo ring i-encode sa ating computer at i-print. Yan. I will give you the format soon pagka gusto nyo i-encode. Sa work experience, seminars, trainings attended, skills, interest, at character reference. Sa character reference, ang pwede nyo pong ilagay dyan yung work immersion teacher nyo, pwede rin yung Sir Principal, Sir Gilbert, at pwede rin yung si Senior High School Coordinator or anyone na pwede. Yan. Ay, sapan pala sa front page po ng ating resume, andyan po yung career objectives. Ayan. Ano po yung objective po natin sa ating work immersion? Sa personal information naman, andyan po yung age, date of birth, gender, civil status, citizenship, height, weight, religion, and father's name and mother's name. Sa educational background, yan, secondary, tsaka primary, yan. At tsaka eligibility. Ito na po yung process in securing barangay clearance. Write the steps in securing barangay clearance and draw using a flowchart diagram. Steps 1, 2, 3 hanggang 7. At saka sa process flowchart po natin, dyan po natin i-drawing yung mga lugar kung saan natin kukunin yung ating barangay clearance. Okay? So, i-drawing lang po natin dito. Example, dito sa bahay nyo. Dyan. Mag-drawing ka ng bahay nyo dyan. Tapos, saan ba parte yung ating barangay hall? Or yung barangay hall po natin. So, mag-drawing po natin, i-drawing po natin yung direction at saka yung daanan. Kung may bako-bako yung daanan, pwede nyo ring i-drawing. Kung may mga kapitbahay po natin na lalagpasan sa daanan ng barangay hall, pwede nating i-drawing. Ayan, depende po sa ating diskarte po, no? Ayan. Next po, meron po siyang prepared by. So, isulat niyo po yung name nyo, tsaka signature. Next, yung process in securing police clearance, or the same as on how the process in securing barangay clearance. So, step 1 to 7 po yan. So, nasaan po yung bahay nyo? Nasaan po yung PNP station po natin? So, yan. Saan po magbabayad? O, yan. Depende po kung ano po yung pan natin. Ano po yung diskarte po natin kung paano i-drawing. Okay? So, meron po dyan prepared by. Sulat nyo na naman po yung pangalan nyo. Then, next is yung process in securing mayor's clearance. O yan. The same as yung dalawang nauna kanina. The same lang. I-drawing po kung paano po yung mga steps. Okay? And last, yung process in securing health certificate. Next, yung immersion proper documentation requirements. So, Western Cagayan School of Arts and Trades Work Immersion Simulation Profile. So, discuss the profile of WCSAT School-Based Work Immersion. You may attach charts, photos, or illustrations on the next page. So, nature of business. So, isulat po natin dyan. Ano po yung nature of business po ng ating kung saan po tayo nag-immersion, no? So, pag automotive, nature of work, ano sabihin po natin diyan? So, meron sa nature of work ng example sa automotive, ang nature of business po namin ay meron po kaming sales po ng mga parts ng makina. So, hindi lang po makina, meron pong electrical. Ayan, yan po yung mga nature of business namin. At meron po kaming services. Okay? Meron po kaming change oil. Ayan na, yung favorite po natin, change oil. At saka meron din po tayong mga electrical services. Ayan po yung mga nature of business. Kapag CSS naman, ang nature of business ay mag-service po ng CPU. Ayan, yung mga laptops po natin, yung mga Intervention, pwede po yung printer doon? Hindi pwede. Basta, bahala na po si immersion teacher kung paano po yung diskarte. Sa HE naman, nature of business, magluto, mag-bake, magtimpla po ng mga beverages. Ayan po. Sa description of products and services. So, sa description of products and services, kagaya po ng sa automotive, ano po yung description po ng services namin. So pwede pong ilagay sa automotive ang description of services po namin and products kung ano yung mga price. Example, pag change oil, ang price po namin kapag motor, pwedeng 150, yan, 200, depende po kung gaano kahirap ang aming gagawin. Example, kapag 4 wheels naman, pwede na yung 500, yung 500 pesos yung labor at saka yung materials naman na gagamitin ay depende na po kung magkano. Yan, yung mga description of products. Kapag cake naman sa cookery or HE, kapag gagawa ng cakes, ano yung mga ingredients, ganyan. Depende na po kung ano yung sa immersion teacher po natin. Target clientele. O yan, ano po yung mga target clientele po natin? Example, sa automotive, ang target clientele po namin ay yung mga merong iba't ibang sasakyan, mga motor. Yan po yung mga target clientele po namin. Yung mga nagpapa-maintain ng kanilang sasakyan, just like yung brake, yung change oil na sinasabi ko, and other more, okay? Next is yung company rules and regulation. So, nasabi ko na po sa unang discussion natin, yung mga protocols po natin, no? Yung mga protocols po natin. Na kung saan, kung lalabag ka sa mga protocol natin, ay merong tinatawag na disciplinary action, okay? So, nasabi ko na po yung company rules and regulation kanina. So, ilalagay na lang ulit dyan. Next is yung narrative report po natin, na ibig sabihin po ay, ang sinasabi po dito ay write a report on your learning experiences during your work immersion. Create your own title. Use the format on the box. Guide questions below to complete your essay. So sa essay po natin or sa narrative report po natin ay merong hanggang 4 na paragraph. Meron po tayong guide question po dito, no? So sa first paragraph is evaluate your overall performance during your work immersion. State whether you were satisfied or not satisfied on your performance. Provide reasons for your evaluation. Second paragraph, describe the task activities you performed during your work immersion. Paragraph 3, did you ask your immersion teacher acting as supervisor to evaluate your performance? Did you learn from his or her evaluation? And paragraph 4, how would you describe the school-based work immersion simulation and the home-based work immersion? So, ayan po, no? So, sa fourth paragraph, how would you describe the school-based and home-based? So, just give the difference, no? Kung ano po yung mga na-experience nyo sa school-based work immersion and home-based work immersion. So, nandito na po. Nag-provide na po kami ng pages kung saan po kayo magsulat. So again, kung gusto nyong, if you are comfortable sa handwriting, pwede lang din po. Or if you are comfortable sa encoding sa computer, pwede lang din. Okay? So next is yung Western Cagayan School of Arts and Trades 2021 Profile History. So sabi po dito is write the history of WCSAT and include its current profile at the last paragraph. Include also the org chart. So ayan po, sa first box, dyan po natin isulat yung history of WCSAT and include its current profile at the last paragraph. So dyan po yung first box na isulat po natin dyan. And next, yung include also the org chart. So, ito na po yung natin, second box po natin. Diyan po natin ilalagay yung organizational chart ng ating Western Cagayan or yung ating school. Western Cagayan School of Arts and Trades. No? Okay, next page, yung daily task record. So, record your daily task performance or perform for each day during your work immersion. Sa day 1 po natin, nandyan. Meron po tayong merong date. So, ilalagay po natin dyan, ano-ano yung mga ginagawa natin or ginawa natin after day 1, day 2, day 3. Ayan po, ilagay lang po natin in essay form. Or kung medyo nahirapan kayo sa essay, pwede nyong gawing number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. So, yan. Pwede nyo pong gawin. Okay. So, day 1, day 2, day 3. Hanggang, po yan? Hanggang, okay, sa first day or first week, meron pong pipirmahan si student name and signature. At saka noted by, kami po ni Sir Gilbert. Pagka CSS naman, si Sir Vivencio. At saka pag HT naman, si Ma'am Irene De Iro. So, next is, meron tayong day 4, 5, 6, 7. And ganun na naman po, pag natapos na naman po yung second week, ay meron na naman po tayong pipirmahan. Pipirmahan ng student, work immersion teacher, at saka kay Sir Gilbert. And then, third week, ayan, meron na naman pong third week. At saka, pipirmahan na naman po namin. Okay? Next is location of work immersion menu. So, ano po yung address ng work immersion menu? So, andito po sa school. Okay? So, ang address po ng school po natin ay Centro 3, Lasam, Cagayan. Sa vicinity map or location map, pwede po nating i-search sa Google Map. Tapos i-print po natin, tsaka natin guntingin yung print, tapos pwedeng idikit. Pwede lang din po yun. Ayan, nakalagay, meron po tayong paglalagyan dito, yung box. Accessibility. Ayan, accessibility. Ibig sabihin, accessibility, paano po kayo makakapunta dito? Kapag nasa Viga kayo, o di isulat nyo doon, bago kayo makarating sa highway, magbangga kayo, bangka. O kung nasa Gataran naman kayo, pwedeng magbangka, tapos magsakay ng tricycle. O kapag nasa sentro lang kayo, nasa malapit sa school, pwedeng maglakad, pwedeng magbike. Yan, depende po sa inyo. Depende sa accessibility ng school. Next, ito pong work immersion evaluation sheet. So, nakalagay po dito yung name of student, immersion site, and period covered. Sa name of student, yung pangalan nyo po. And immersion site, ilagay po natin yung pangalan ng school. And period covered, kung ilang oras po yung period covered po natin. So, sa period covered po natin, ang ilalagay po natin dyan is 240 hours. Okay? Sa criteria or rating, merong technical knowledge. No, meron po tayo diyang technical knowledge. Possesses the necessary academic background needed to handle the assigned job. Second is quality of work. Does job thoroughly and produces accurate work. Ayan. Sa technical knowledge, if you have questions, sa possesses the necessary academic background needed to handle the assigned job, ito po yung mastery po natin. Mastery po ng ating ginagawa. Okay? Mastery, ibig sabihin kung gaano po tayo marunong, sabi ko. Hindi naman magaling kasi kasi hindi naman tayo magaling, no? Marunong lang tayo kasi we are still student na gustong matuto. Okay? So later on magiging magaling din tayo. So in our level, para maging humble lang tayo, sabihin natin hindi ako magaling, marunong lang. Okay? So technical knowledge, kung gaano tayo karunong sa ating trabaho or assigned job. Second is quality of work. Quality of work naman kung gaano kapulido yung ating ginawa. Okay? Kung gaano kalinis, kung gaano kapulido yung ating ginawa. Sa dependability naman, able to understand and follow instruction and can be relied upon to complete a task on time. So dependability, able to understand and follow, ibig sabihin kung gaano tayo ka depende sa ilang instruction lang, alam na natin. Ayan. Hindi yung paulit-ulit. Sinabi na nga ng teacher, get 1/4 sheet of paper. Tapos sabihin mo, ma'am, 1/4 ma'am. O, hindi pwede yun. No, wala kang dependability. So, dapat, kung ano yung sinabi ng teacher, dapat mag-sink in na sa ating utak kung ano yung sinabi niya. Hindi yung paulit-ulit. Next. Initiative or resourcefulness. A self-starter, able to follow every detail of the job with minimal supervision. So, initiative. So, ibig sabihin po ng initiative, no? Kung nakikita mo na nga lang na madumi yung tools natin, wag mo nang antayin na sabihin ng teacher na linisin yung tools, no? So, dapat meron tayong initiative, no? Or yung tinatawag na common sense. Okay? Common sense. Or yung minsan tinatawag din itong voluntary action. So, ayun po, no? So dapat meron po tayong initiative. Example, kapag sa automotive, langis-langis yung sahig po natin. Tapos may nagtakbuhan. Di yung nagtakbuhan na napadulas. Nakita mo na kanina na may oil. Wala kang initiative. Di ba? So dapat magkaroon po tayo ng initiative. So judgment. Sa judgment naman is use logic or common sense. Foresees effective of errors, able to choose option to do the job better. So logic. Use logic or common sense. Hindi yung puro tanong tayo sa ating immersion teacher. Okay lang na magtanong, no? Pero sa mga simpleng gawain naman, kagaya nung sinabi ko, yung pag may oil, yung ating tools, alam po natin na mahirap gawin or mahirap magtrabaho kung madulas yung tools natin or panay grasa-grasa na yung tools natin, no? So, judgment, ano yung gagawin natin kapag madumi yung tools? No? So, kuha ng basahan, linisin yung tools. So, yun yung judgment ko. Example, sa pag-change oil na naman, ayun na naman tayo sa change oil. Sa change oil, nakita mo na dun sa dip stick na kulang na yung oil. So, there's no need na sabihin sa teacher or tanungin sa teacher kung ano yung gagawin. So, meron tayong judgment. Ano yung judgment natin? So, pag ang judgment natin ay change oil, so there is need to change oil. No? Kapag kulang naman, pag bago naman yung langis niya at nagkulang, ang judgment po natin doon ay dagdagan. Pero, ibang usapan na naman kapag nagbabawas siya ng oil. Ayan, nagbabawas. So, meaning, pag nagbabawas siya ng oil, meaning, there is leakage. What is our judgment? So, yun lang po. judgment. Sa 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 HE pagka madumi yung tools or ginamit na yung tools and equipment, linisin natin, no? Kasi that is food. Okay? Pagka nakita mong hindi malinis yung ating tools, tapos bake ka lang ng bake, gawa ng pagkain, tapos nakita nung customer na yung ginagamit mong tools ay hindi malinis, anong ganang kumain yung customer, okay? Di ba? So, ang judgment mo dun, linisin or hugasan. Okay? Next po, yung ease of learning. Grasp instruction and able to learn procedures quickly. Yung ease of learning, kung ano yung kung gaano mo ang tawag dito, kung gaano ka gusto, no? Kung gaano mo kagustong matuto. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, example, kapag meron kang gustong gawin, just approach your teacher or your immersion teacher. Sir, ma'am, pwede ko bang gawin yon? Pwede ko bang gawin yan? So, yun, ease of learning, no? So, yung kagustuhan mong matuto sa gawain. Next is yung attitude towards work. Yung project pleasant disposition towards work. So, yung attitude towards work, hindi yung balasubas kang magtrabaho. Kung ano yung mga SOP or yung standard operating procedure ng trabaho, dapat yun lang yung sinusunod mo, no? So, example, pagka nagtatrabaho ka, tapos kinurot ka ng kasama mo, hindi yung magkurutan na lang kayong dalawa, no? So, wag mong that is attitude problem, okay? So, wag ganon. Always kong sinasabi sa aking automotive student, do not yung tawag ito, yung sapan kasi sa automotive kasi, hazard kasi yun, medyo hazard kasi sa loob ng workshop, no? Hazard means, may konting pagkakamali ka lang, ay delikado na sa sasakyan. Example, pag yung sasakyan natin naka-lifter, yung tinataas yung sasakyan, tapos kapag nag-horseplay sila, ibig sabihin takbuhan, kabulan, tapos nasagi nila yung sasakyan, tapos bumagsak yung sasakyan. So, konting pagkakamali mo lang, malaking dagok sa customer. So, ayun po, yung attitude towards work. So, wag po tayong maging childish po dito, no? So, isipin po natin, lahat po ng ginagawa po natin dito is all about work. So, isipin po natin, nasa loob po tayo or nasa trabaho na po tayo. Totoong trabaho. Okay? Hindi na po tayo bata para pagsabihan ng ating supervisors, immersion teacher. So, hindi na po tayo bata, no? Para pagsabihan po ng ganun na we are childish. Remember, kung hindi lang nagkaroon ng K-12, you are already second year college, no? So, meron na dapat kayong malaking responsibility sa inyong pag-aaral, okay? Next is yung attendance and punctuality. Follows time schedule without tardiness or absences. So, dapat wag ka sa tardiness, hindi ka anong tawag ito? Sa Ilocano, yung masadot, no? Wag kang masadot. In Tagalog, wag kang patamad-tamad, no? And absences. Sinabi ko, absences, kapag gusto mong mag-absent dahil may sakit ka, may trabaho ka, pag may trabaho ka, magsulat ka lang sa immersion teacher nyo, no? Kapag may sakit ka naman, at hindi naman malala, pwede namang letter from guardian and parents. Kapag ka na confined ka naman, wag naman sana, just present the medical certificate. Okay? Next is the personal appearance. Displays good grooming and regularly wears uniform. In automotive, ang nire-require ko na damit nila ay kulay blue, navy blue, yung ganitong pagka-blue. No? Sa CSS naman, ang sabi dun sa portfolio nila ay kulay white t-shirt and close shoes. Okay? Tapos pag sa female, lagyan ng hairnet yung buhok para maayos tignan. Ganun din po sa HE. No, I think sa HE ang suot po dapat nila ay ganito, no? T-shirt na may collar pero kulay white. And I think meron din dapat silang hairnet para maayos tignan. No, so that is good grooming. Yung personal appearance, display good grooming and regularly wears uniform. Sa lalaki naman, dapat i-maintain nyo yung haircut nyo. Wag yung masyadong mahabang buhok. Tsaka may earrings. Bawal na bawal po yung lalaki na may earrings. Okay? Sa mga may tattoo, o yan. So, since hindi naman na pwedeng tanggalin yung tattoo, o di ganyan na lang. Tapos, ano pang magagawa mo pag may tattoo ka na, no? Okay? So, ayan. Next is yung interpersonal skills. Works cooperatively with superiors and peers. So, ayan, no? So, under ito sa pagiging friendly po natin. So, pagka sinabing works cooperatively, wala po dito ang lamangan, no? Hindi po ito pagalingan, hindi po ito palamangan, kundi works cooperatively, no? Makikita po natin dito kung paano kayo magtrabaho sa kapwa nyo emersants and superiors. Okay? So, yun po. Wala pong pan dito, wala pong palamangan. Kasi we are all wants to learn. We are entering in school for learning. Hindi po yung pagalingan, no? I know magaling po kayong lahat. Pero there is need to develop your skills and knowledge. Okay? So, post-immersion portfolio na po tayo, no? Sa written reports, write a report on your learning experience during the work immersion. Create your own title. Use the format on the box and guide questions below to complete your essay. So, meron po tayong 5 paragraph po dito. First is the list the forms that you were asked to accomplish before. Ano po yung mga form na yon? Okay? During and after your work immersion, how does it help you? Second paragraph, narrate or account your learnings and achievements. You issued phase and corresponding resolution for week 1 of your work immersion. Third paragraph, narrate, account your learning and achievement, issued phase and corresponding resolution for week 2 of your work immersion. And paragraph 4, is there any non-written outputs and or projects that were assigned to you during your work immersion? If yes, give a short description of the accomplished output project. And fifth paragraph, what were the highlights of your work immersion? O yan, yung mga highlights. Yung mga pwede mong pagmalaki. Yung mga inassign sa'yo na natapos mo na ikaw lang ang nakagawa. Ganoon, yung mga pinagmamalaki mong ginawa. Yung mga highlights. Okay? So, andyan po, naka-provide na po yung pagsulatan nyo. Pwedeng, ayan, I repeat, pwedeng handwritten or pwedeng encoded. Okay? Next is pictures of accomplished forms. Provide photo of the accomplished form during the work immersions and provide captions below it. O ano po yung mga accomplished form na kwan? Meron po tayong resume. Yan po yung mga form natin. Application letter. Tapos and other more. No, tignan na lang po natin. Balikan na lang po natin yung mga forms na ginawa po natin. Next is sample outputs. Provide photo and caption of sample outputs in school-based and home-based work immersion. So, ano po yung mga sample outputs natin? O, pag sa HE, yung mga cake, yung mga pagkain, yung mga tinapay, yun po yung mga outputs natin. Pagka automotive naman, ito po yung mga, ulitin ko, yung pwedeng change oil, o ano pa man, no? Sa CSS naman, yung mga computer na gumana, yung pinagana nila, yun yung mga sample outputs natin. Ano po? Next, yung gallery. Pictures of worksite and non-written output projects with caption. Andyan po yung week 1, 2, hanggang yan po, week 8. Pictures of worksite. Pwede pong ilagay po dito yung mga workstations po natin. Kagaya po ng lecture area, yung mga service automotive battery workstation, and other more stations. Pagka sa HE naman, baking area, ayan, and other more, no? Cooking area, ayan. Next, evaluation. Compare and contrast school and work application of skills, knowledge, and attitudes using the Venn diagram below. Write a short explanation on the space provided. So, meron po tayong makikitang dalawang bilog po dito na magkadikit, no? Sa left part is yung school, then sa right part naman is yung work. Ibig sabihin po yan, yung school-based at saka work-based, pag-kontrasin po natin. And then sa gitna po niya is, ang ilalagay po natin is yung comparison. Okay? Meron po tayong tatlong salita po dito. Yung first is yung knowledge, skills, and attitudes. Sa school, ano po yung knowledge po nyo? And then sa work naman in reality, no? Reality, ibig sabihin yung kung in the world of work, no? So sa school, pag nasa loob tayo ng school, ano yung mga knowledge natin? And then sa pagka totoong work na, ano yung mga knowledge natin? And then sa gitna, ang pwede natin ilagay dyan, kung ano yung pagkakapareha. Okay? Ganon din sa skills. Ano yung skills mo sa school? And ano naman yung skills mo sa totoong trabaho? And then sa attitude naman, ano yung attitude mo sa loob ng school? Then ano naman yung attitude mo sa loob ng trabaho? So ayan po. Sa gitna niya, always lagyan ng yung pagkakatulad. Okay? So Venn diagram po yan. Sa self-evaluation and reflection, work immersion evaluation form, ilagay po yung student name. Next, yung strand, yung track po natin sa automotive. Yung industrial arts, sa CSS naman, ICT. Pagka sa cookery naman, home economics. Sa automotive, specialization niya ay automotive, no? So, training company, ilagay, Western Cagayan. Pagka company address naman, Centro 3. Pagka inclusive date of training, from. So, sa from, ang ilalagay po natin sa from to ay mag-base po tayo sa pre-immersion. From pre-immersion to post-immersion date. Kung kailan tayo nagsimula sa pre-immersion hanggang patapos sa post-immersion. So, yan po yung inclusive date of training po natin. No, ilagay po natin 2021 dito. Sa work assignment, department, ano pong department? Pagka sa automotive department. Pagka sa pagka sa HE o di HE, pag nagbukas yung canteen natin sa canteen, mayroong canteen department, mayroong bang ganon? So, bahala na po yung work immersion teacher nyo po kung ano yung ipapalagay. Okay? Next is yung date of evaluation. So, to be signed by rater. Okay? Then, describe your duties briefly. Okay, describe mo po yung mga duties nyo. Then, next is what to do. What do you consider your strongest area of performance? Kung saan ka po nag-excel or saan ka po gumaling. No? Kung ano po yung mga trabaho na gustong-gusto nyo. Then, in what areas do you feel you have improved the most? So, pag sabihing improve, kung saan ka mahina noon na na-improve ngayon, yun po. Hindi po yung kung anong favorite mo noon, favorite mo ngayon, hindi. So, ang ibig sabihin po ng in what areas do you feel you have improved? Ibig sabihin, kung saan ka mahina noon, tapos ngayon, kung saan ka mahina noon, tapos na improve mo, yun po ang ibig sabihin. Next is, in what areas do you feel you need the most improvement? Ibig sabihin, kung ano yung kung saan ka mahina noon, tapos hindi mo masundan-sundan ngayon yung trabaho na yun, ayun, yun po ang ibig sabihin niya. Ibig sabihin, pagka nahirapan po akong mag-change oil noon, hanggang ngayon nahirapan pa rin akong mag-change oil. Oh, dun yung area na gusto kong i-improve, yung mag-change oil. Next, what situation challenge you the most? So, ako, tag dito, pagka what situation challenge you the most, ano yung na-challenge ka, no? Yung hindi madaling trabaho para sa'yo, na-challenge ka. Ako, for example, nahirapan ako sa pagbaklas ng transmission. Nahirapan akong maglagay ng clutch lining. Nahirapan akong mag-change oil. Pero, hindi ko tinatake yun na mahirap. So, tinatake ko yun na challenging. Ibig sabihin, yung mahirap na yun, na gustong-gusto mong gawin, na nata-challenge ka na kahit mahirap yun na gawin, ay gustong-gusto mo pa rin yung gawin kasi nata-challenge ka. So, ibig sabihin, gustong-gusto mo ng challenge. Okay? Next is, how did you overcome the challenge? So, paano mo siya na-overcome? So, example, nahirapan kang magbaklas ng makina. So, how did you overcome that? Example, by peer work. Ibig sabihin, binabaklas mo yung makina na meron kang kasama. O ano pa? Binabaklas mo yung makina na nagbe-base ka sa mga video tutorials kagaya ng YouTube. Di ba? Yun yung mga pwede mong gawin or yung kung paano mo i-overcome yung challenge na yon. Okay? So, next is, what did you learn from your experiences? So, ano yung mga na-learn mo? Okay? Example, meron kang alam noon. Meron kang hindi alam noon pala. Sorry. Meron kang hindi alam noon na na-experience mo ngayon. So, yun yung ibig sabihin niya. What did you learn from your experience? Pwede rin naman na meron kang alam noon na na-improve mo na ngayon. Or yung nakakuha ka ng ibang technique sa paggawa ng ng alam mo noon. Example, change oil na naman. No? So, alam mo mag-change oil noon. Pero sa work immersion, meron kang ibang technique na learn. So, yan yung ibig sabihin ng what did you learn from your experience? So, bahala na kayo kung anong ilalagay dyan. Okay? Next is, do you think your training station helps you times of pandemic? So, do you think your training stations help you times of pandemic? So, yan. I-explain nyo lang, no? Next is suggestion and recommendation. So, ano po yung pwede nyong i-suggest or i-recommend para mapaganda pa yung work immersion natin. So, since this is the first time na magpapa-immersion kami sa loob ng school, so, ano pa ba yung mga suggestions nyo para mapaganda pa yung ating work immersion sa susunod na mag-immersion na students dito sa loob. Okay? So, accomplished by student's name and signature. Okay? Yan. So, nakalagay pa sa baba is, please do not fill out this portion. Kasi, ang mag-fill up dito is yung immersion teacher po nyo, no? Then, yung last page po natin is yung DTR or yung daily time record. Sa daily time record, i-explain po ng ating work immersion teacher pagka mag-fill up na po yan, no? So, meron po tayong dalawang DTR po dito, yung left and right. Ibig sabihin, dalawang buwan po to. Okay? So, dalawang buwan. So, that's it. Tapos na po yung ating slides. Hope you understand. Kung meron po kayong hindi na intindihan sa ating virtual orientation, ay pwede nyo lang pong i-replay itong video na to para sa ating para pagka meron kayong nakaligtaan ay malalaman nyo po sa pag-replay ng video na to. So, for more information sa sa third page po natin, ito ay nakalagay po yung email address po namin, cellphone number, group chat. So, pwede nyo pong i-message po yung ating sa group chat po yung advisor po or yung work immersion teacher po natin for more information. So, yun lamang po. At palagi po natin tandaan na sundin po natin yung protocol ng ating gobyerno para maiwasan po yung virus na kumakalat ngayon dito sa ating lugar. Especially meron pong local transmission na nangyari dito sa loob ng municipality po natin. So always remember na magsuot po tayo palagi ng face mask at face shield at palagi pong maghugas ng kamay at samahan na rin po natin ng alcohol. So, yun lamang po at maraming salamat at mabuhay. Ingat po tayo palagi.